What does it mean, guys, to be a self-directed investor? This is really the root of the Independent Investor channel. It really is. It's my absolute favorite topic. I've had a couple of my subscribers specifically request that I talk more about the self-directed Roth IRA. And quite honestly, I'm the guy to do it. I've been doing self-directed investing for about 6 years. And I'd be hard-pressed to say that there's a lot of people out there that have done it quite as long as me. Nobody I talk to does it, and I think you'll find that if you take this term out amongst your guys' communities and start kind of talking and making a little bit of a groundswell of discussion, you're going to find that nobody else does this either, all right? Because there's a traditional method of taking your money in and sitting down with a financial planner or a financial doctor and allowing them to take care of your money for you, okay? That is a traditional method, all right? And I really want to dispel or uncover really some of the setbacks that can be experienced by going with those traditional methods. And I really want to emphasize the benefits of going with a more advanced self-directed program. And I know there's a lot of people out there that would just jump at the chance. They would jump at the chance to take command and ownership over their program. And I just think a lot of people just don't know how, all right? I really do. I think a lot of people just don't know how. How do I know that? Because I used to be one. I used to be a restricted investor. I used to have my accounts tied up at the mercy of the management companies, right? The financial institutions. It used to be tied up, all right? It was tied up and it was restricted. And it was never, ever going to be set free to grow as it could grow to potential in a managed situation. It's impossible. The math just does not match up. It does not match up. So for you guys that are tuning in to the Independent Investor channel, the root of this channel is to talk specifically about my experiences over the last 6 years of how I've been able to accelerate my profits within my retirement account. And I believe anybody can do it. I know anybody can do it. That's why I'm so excited. This isn't something that if you do it, you may have a 1% chance of success or something. I don't know. There's a lot of programs out there that are selling a lot of things to people for an awful lot of money, promising that, you know, they can make money just like they've made money. And it's just not true. The statistics just don't back it up. Everybody can do this. There's not one person out there in my subscriber base that I'm talking to right now that can't take this information for action. And there's a bunch of people out there that can take this for action. I've already got students that have taken it for action, and they're better than me at it. They're better than me. They've taken the information, they've taken the general fundamentals, and they've put their money to work in a self-directed Roth IRA account. They've bought stock within their Roth IRA account. They've put phenomenal assets, diversified assets, within their self-directed Roth IRA account. Do you guys understand the theme here in everything that we're talking about? It's the self-directed Roth IRA account, guys, so please enjoy. Guys, welcome to the Independent Investor channel. My name is Ryan. We're coming to you from New York City, New York, the Big Apple. This is going to be a self-directed Roth IRA account, and it's going to be specific to a couple of my very special subscribers who asked me to do this and get a little bit more in-depth on basically the back door of the self-directed Roth IRA account. I can speak on this topic right from here. Not so much from here, but right from here. It's easy because I do this stuff and I live it and I learn it. I've done this my whole life, but I've been a self-directed investor for about the last 6 going on 7 years, all right? Now, just some of the ground rules on a self-directed Roth IRA account, all right? It is still a Roth IRA, okay? It's still a Roth IRA. What does a Roth IRA give you? A Roth IRA gives you basically the ability to at 59 and a half, all right? So whether or not you're 18 years old out there, or you're 25, or 35, or 45, any age, this applies to you. And the most attractive thing for me for a Roth IRA account is that we are allowed to cap our tax in our investment future at 0%. All right. Now I can go into the difference between a traditional and a Roth all day. That's a whole nother video for a whole nother time. I love the Roth IRA because I love to tax cap my eventual tax rate at 0 on my investment earnings. Okay. Now contributions in any Roth IRA account can be withdrawn at any time. I highly encourage you to not look at investing that way. Any investment dollars that you're looking to devote to a self-directed Roth IRA account, I really want you guys to be able to put those dollars away indefinitely. Indefinitely, at least until you hit this threshold where the contributions and earnings become eligible for withdrawal. Now, I want you to think about that for a second. If you invested, let's say, $100 a month, $1,200 a year, which is about 25% of your overall benefit. We'll talk about that in a second. And those dollars were able to compound and grow to, let's say, $750,000. Let's just say $750,000 at age 59 and a half, guys. Wouldn't it be nice in your guys' future to go in and say, you know what, I'd like to take $250,000 out of this account, or I'd like to start taking systematic withdrawals from that account. No matter what you choose to do, the government cannot touch one dime. They cannot touch a dime, okay? If it's reached this age of 59 and a half, any contributed dollar that you've contributed to that account and any earnings that you've made on those dollars that have grown over time with those contributions, dollar cost averaging, all right? With whatever assets you've housed within this self-directed Roth IRA account, 59 and a half is the golden age when you can go in there and say, cut me a check, IRS can't touch a dime. They can't touch a dime, all right? $5,500, that's $458 per month, all right? There's a certain few key aspects to this particular lesson that I kind of expect you guys just to go ahead and commit to memory. You need to go ahead and commit to memory because this right here is the single most important message that I put across on my channel. It is number one. Number one, we do not talk about the perfect stocks in the wrong account. We don't. We talk about good quality stocks in the only account, the perfect account, this account, okay? But you need to kind of understand your contribution amounts. Come January 1 of the following tax year, you can contribute to your Roth IRA account, all right? So for example, we're right now coming to the end of 2017. In January of 2018, you will be able to contribute for tax year 2018, okay? You can contribute on January 1 for the tax year 2018. Now, all the way up until the tax deadline, you can contribute $5,500 for the previous tax year, okay? So at any time during the year, you can contribute $5,500 up till you file taxes April 15th of the following year, okay? You can do $5,500, all right? And what I do is I max fund this $5,500 come January 1. I can't wait to do it. And I transfer them into the Roth IRA accounts and they're done. That way the compounding benefit can start to accumulate from day one of that particular contribution year, okay? Now, if investing $5,500 all at once is not for you, all right, you split this $5,500 up into 12 equal increments, and those increments equal $458, okay? Now, if $458 is too much for you to do every month, which for a lot of people it is. When I started with $50. I started with $50 per month. So it's not so much about the money when you start. It's about getting yourself mentally conditioned with taking that $50 and starting to contribute to a program, okay? So $5,500 is the annual cap on the Roth IRA account. So a real key point in my delivery and my message for the self-directed Roth IRA account is point number 3 down here. When we talk about no fees on the account, there's no fees. There's no management fees. There's no hidden fees. Really, there's no fees because you have basically declared to them that you want to self-direct this account. So basically, you're not bound by the 50 pages of disclosures that allow them to go in and basically take your money and consume your money and take their set cost every single year. You're basically putting all that aside and you're saying, you know what? I will take my chances on my own. I will house my self-directed Roth IRA account with solid investments going forward, and I will take my chances on my own. That's what the root of this particular channel is all about, okay? So now that we kind of understand some of the ground rules within the self-directed Roth IRA account, there's going to be a few things that I will expect you guys to do. I will expect you guys to pick a particular brokerage. I get asked all the time what brokerage I use or what brokerage I recommend, okay? For the people who have been watching me for the majority of this year know that I do business with Merrill Edge, which was Merrill Lynch, and they got bought up by Bank of America, okay? They're fantastic. They really were some of the pioneers in the self-directed Roth IRA accounts, okay? They were some of the pioneers. I don't know if there was a lot of people at the time, 6 years ago, coming out with this program, and I was just lucky enough to be introduced to it, no doubt about it. It's one of those things that really is one of the most, it was one of the changing aspects in my life. It was revolutionary for me, and I really feel humbled and very, very thankful that I was introduced to self-directed investing when I was, all right? So the no fees really is the big piece to this. So the different brokerage houses that I recommend that you guys look at: Fidelity, TD Ameritrade, E-Trade, Vanguard, and then I've got one of my subscribers who does self-directed investing with Ally Bank. So, and then also the Military Investor, the USAA program. I'm not a big fan of them. Sometimes when you'll call these brokerage houses, they'll try to steer your attention toward more of the managed program, and you got to stand firm, and you got to stand firm for the right reasons. Furthermore, you have to believe the reasons as to why you're standing firm on going into the self-directed account. It's because I'm trying to direct connect you guys, empower you to the market to realize 100% of the profit that you'll potentially make inside of your investment accounts by housing these accounts with all of these good assets that you're going to put inside this account, all right? Now, when you pick your brokerage house, you're going to have to send in some forms, you're going to have to call customer service directly, and you're going to have to start this account, all of which cost you no money, zero, and it's worth a pile of money. I mean, the value that you get out of just starting your account is enormous. And the value that you get out of me telling you to start a self-directed account is infinite. It's infinite. Honestly, I would have paid thousands of dollars for this information back when I started investing if I knew then what I know now. It's that critical that you guys kind of take this, and you may be thinking, all right, I've never heard of this term before. I'm going to research it a little bit. Guys, take my word for it. I do this stuff. Basically, the Independent Investor channel is all about my testimonial, telling you guys what it is I do and how I'm accelerating my profit going forward, all right? Now, once you get the account started, then you guys can determine in your budget how much money you want to start allocating to this fund. And what's going to happen is when you fund the self-directed Roth IRA account, the money is going to come in from your funding source, and it's going to sit. And it's going to sit in one place and one place only. It's the same in every single brokerage account. It's going to sit inside of a money market account, and it's going to sit there. It's going to sit there, and it's going to continually be funded. It's going to be funded, and it's going to sit. It's going to be funded, and it's going to sit until you tell it what to do, okay? So if you're funding this account with $100 a month, and at the year's end you have $1,200, if you haven't invested those dollars, you're going to have $1,200 housed within your self-directed Roth IRA account in basically the intermediary account, which is your money market account. So you have this $1,200 here, okay? You have the $1,200 waiting to be deployed by you, okay? Now it's going to be up to you to take and deploy those assets into the market how you see fit. Okay, so you're going to take that $1,200 and you're going to invest that into the assets in this self-directed Roth IRA account. And trust me, guys, that's the easy part. That's the part all the time that I talk to investors all the time. Most of you guys are willing to buy stock. Most of you guys are willing and understand the benefit of investing even in a really good quality ETF, index fund, or there's really good mutual funds out there too that I'm kind of starting to get turned on. There's really, really good international opportunities. There's really, really good emerging market opportunities. Guys, we're going to talk about all that. If bond investing is your thing and you want to do a standard portfolio of 50% bonds and 50% stocks, or 70% bonds and 30% stock, by all means, you can do whatever you want, but you want to do it with the self-directed Roth IRA umbrella, and then you can do whatever you want underneath of that umbrella. Why do we do that? Because up to 59.5, whatever it is that you do, whatever portfolio you build for yourself, remember I talk about no one portfolio is the same. I expect that for my viewing audience. I expect that all 1,000 people that are watching this channel right now are hearing me out and they're like, you know what? I hear this over here, but I think I like this stock over here. I hear Ryan talking about Google, but I like Alibaba better. Buy Alibaba. Wonderful. It's a fantastic company. It's fantastic. As long as you buy it in this account right here, all right? And house those assets. House them. You're going to house the assets. You're going to fund it, and then you're going to house that assets, whether it be Alibaba, Home Depot, Costco, Target, right? There's 1,000 different stocks out there that you can buy, right? I talk about the pieces of this portfolio all the time, and everybody comes to me with a different idea about what portfolio makes sense to you. The beautiful thing about the self-directed Roth IRA account is the freedom to do what you want. It's the freedom to do what you want. For you guys that have 401ks, you understand the limited capabilities within a 401k, right? You might be able to buy this fund, and you might be able to buy this fund, and you might be able to buy this fund over here, and they all have to be in certain allocations. And to fly the flag of that particular 401k company, they're going to allow you a matching contribution. But guys, there's going to be a fee attached to a 401k, sorry to tell you, all right? The self-directed Roth IRA account, there are no fees. You're free of fees. There are no management fees. There are no hidden fees. They do not charge you a yearly account fee. They do not charge you a yearly Roth IRA account fee, which they will in a managed program. All right? All that stuff goes away, and all we're left with is you in the driver's seat of your self-directed Roth IRA account. Guys, this video was aimed specifically at a couple subscribers who asked me to go over the particulars of the self-directed Roth IRA account. And I cannot stress enough the importance of this particular topic. It is important that my viewing community understand the benefits of this particular program. This is not something that you're going to hear on TV. This is not something that you're going to see openly advertised. The only way that you're going to come across this information is by talking to people and being offered testimonials from people who actually do it and are succeeding in doing it. Guys, thank you so much for tuning into the Independent Investor channel. If you have further questions to the self-directed Roth IRA account, I'm going to be paying particular attention to this particular video's commentary section. If there's things I've said that you do not understand, do not be afraid to hit me up with a question. I will respond in detail to you guys so the entire community can read the question and read my response. This is something I want you guys to be crystal clear on. I really want you to understand the power of sitting back and thinking, wow, if I had an account that I could buy individual stock in and it could pay me dividends within that account and I could contribute to, I could set up a dollar cost averaging program for free. If I could dollar cost average for free, if I could dividend reinvest for free. If I could start a Roth IRA account and receive all the benefits of a managed program, but do away and drive away the fees, I can really do that? Yes, you can. That's all about taking the restricted investor and moving you to an independent investor. That's the root of this channel. It is to empower one investor at a time, and that is exactly what I mean, and that's exactly what we're trying to do for each and every one of you guys that are tuning into my channel. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Please share the video and the topic with somebody out there that you know that's looking to get invested. Certainly the young crowd out there, they really need to educate themselves up on the power of compounding, the power of options, and specifically the power of the #1 account that I recommend that every young person start, and that's the self-directed Roth IRA account. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. If it's your first time viewing the channel, hit the subscribe button for me so you'll be notified of any future videos that I put on YouTube. Thank you so much for tuning in, and good luck in your investment future.